Hi, my name is Rosemary Newmeyer and welcome to my channel. For today's video, it's going to be about adult doll collecting, so if you're not into that, you might want to skip this one. If you are, stay tuned. So I am unboxing my very first Maplelea doll. I'm a Canadian doll collector, have been all my life, and I have yet to purchase a Maplelea. To be quite honest, I wasn't into them, even though I do collect Newberries. I love the Newberry line. I've been collecting it since it debuted in Sears. Now, I'm not a huge collector in the sense that I don't have, how to put this? I don't have that many. I just added recently my seventh, actually today. It's been a dolly day. My seventh Newberry to my collection. And when I got home, a couple hours later, my Charlsea from Maplelea came. Now this one is going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep it together, to be quite honest. Okay, so I've recently lost one of my closest friends. In the last year and a half, I've actually lost both of my two close friends, female friends. And my two closest female friends have passed in the last year and a half. And one of the things I found with the first one, when she passed, was to buy a memorial doll for her, which is how I ended up with Ruby Red Fashion Friends, actually, because they had a doll that was just a dead ringer for her as a child, and Sarah is the name of the doll. I added her to my collection. And so when my next friend passed, just over a week ago now, this next friend, I had to get a commemorative doll for her. Well, almost 2 weeks now, actually. Wow, time passes. So anyway, so for me, I find it as a very beneficial thing for part of my grief process. So, yeah, getting misty. Okay, so I had been looking, and for this particular friend, the Ruby Red dolls, while they're beautiful, I love them, they're just, none of them said her. I needed one that said her, and so I have a huge thank you to say. Okay. To @Displain in his channel for putting together all these Maplelea videos, and because I was watching them, and as I was watching, and he showed off Charlsea, I saw my friend, and what I would imagine she would look like as a young girl, as 10. So, oh gosh, I'm a weeper, people. Does it show? Anyway. So anyway, I found the doll, and it's because of him. So this will be my very first, and it'll also be a very emotional one. Now, the outfit she comes in, her meet outfit, has nothing to do with my friend's style. In fact, if you can kind of tell, it has more to do with mine. You'll understand when you see her meet outfit. But I did find through Maplelea, because I will say, from what I've seen of the clothes, this is also my first time with their clothes, they make the most amazing 18-inch doll clothes on the market. And that's what I've heard from other collectors, so I'm quite sure it's correct, and I'll be seeing that today. I actually used to work in toys too, so I'd heard a lot of chatter about these when they debuted, so I'm quite excited to actually get to unbox one finally. There's been a lot of changes over the years with their face molds. Charlsea is apparently her own unique face mold, which I think is wonderful. One of the interesting things too, when they sent the box, they sent along their new catalog, because they are the official distributor for Ruby Red Fashion Friends. I've been getting their catalog now for a year and a half, and with every order they will include it, because there was always a spread at the back for the Ruby Red Fashion Friends. This year's, I will say, for them, for the Ruby Red Fashion Friends, it's just one page, not two. Just kind of like a but I get it. All the other stuff this is the newer ones, and there's really not, there's not as much as new as what's happened with Maplelea. I have to say, there seems to be so much more new things in here. Just new outfits for all their Quarterline girls. There's 7 in total. And then they have the Maplelea and Me, which has, here, I'll show this to you. There's the first page, and there's the second, showing all the dolls. There are 2 new boys being added this year, which is really good because they only had 1 boy, this little guy down here, little blonde. So we have a brown hair, brown eyes, and fair complexion, and then we have brown hair, brown eyes, and dark complexion, which is great. So great to see the diversity happening there, like just expanding as well, the doll line. And I do love that too about Maplelea. They're very good at putting in diversity. I would love to see a Quarterline girl too, by the way, reflecting a little more diversity. So far they only have Sila, or is it, yeah, Sila, and she's Inuit and she's gorgeous. I will be adding her to my collection at some point. Like, just phenomenal. I've been drooling over her ever since, you know, the last year and a half. She's hard to get though. She sells out quite quickly, and you know, I also am a doll collector on a budget, so so I don't have the infinite funds that I would love to spend on dolls. It's probably a good thing. I'd need a bigger house, you know, Amalgam Marcos and her shoes. Yeah, I'd need like that for my dolls. So, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, I ordered some other things too, just a few little things. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I ordered a pair of sunglasses because I wanted to see what they would look like. And this is how they came. This isn't the right pair though. The one I ordered was this shape, and it was white with black polka dots, but you know, maybe they sold out of those. I'm not gonna, over $3.50 because I got them on sale, I'm not going to quibble. They're also really well made. Like, did you just see how easy those opened? Usually doll glasses, you're like, you know, pulling on them. Wow, that was really good. So look at those cuties. Okay, so set those aside. Hi, Miles. Sorry, cat. And then I have, oh, okay, we're gonna start with the other stuff first. Okay, so this is, scissors, the Busby runners. I saw these and I'm like, oh, I have to have them. They are so cute. All of Maplelea's things come with journal pages because the idea is that you can add to each girl's journal, and then some things are for each specific girl in their collection, and then other things are open, so you can put it in any girl's collection. I'm really, you know, I don't know. I say this, I'm probably not going to use them or do anything with it, but then who knows, right? So I'll hang on to them. So there's the page. There's always English and French for the 2 official languages, and then the blank, so you can write your own, which is a really sweet little idea. Oh, yeah, and they're for Charlsea too. Okay, I'm really liking this kid's outfits. You know, well, this doll, I should say. It's a doll. Okay. Oh, wow. All right, so the sneakers have laces, mismatched laces, which I have to say I did as a kid with my laces. I also did it with my knee socks when I went to high school. I went to a Catholic high school, and you had to wear a uniform. And one of the things that I did was for the laces, for the knee socks, I would wear, because you had to wear the certain colors. They gave you 3 colors, you had to wear them. Well, I would wear like 1 green and one blue, because that was just a way I could work in self-expression. So I would do it. Okay, and it turns out these here are extras. Wow. Because here's the shoes. Look at these. Aren't they so cute? So if you really hate the whole mix, you know, and match colors thingy going on here, you can put them to blue or pink. Personally, I won't. I love this. This is like part of the fun of them. But the other fun, look at that. Look at that embroidery. I mean, wow. So cute. Love them. And they have, like, it's a real canvas shoe. Like, if my foot was this small, I could wear this. Yeah. Yeah, I could. I mean, obviously they don't have great support or anything like that, and my arches would be burning within 5 minutes because I have crap feet. But these are so cute. Okay, putting those aside. On to the next. Okay. The next bit of things that I got is the stuff to go with the Wendy doll to dress her up. Oh, I just gave away my friend's name. Hope the family is okay with that. Anyway, because that's what I'm going to be calling her. So again, there's journal pages in the 2 official languages, and here's the shoes. These are, look at these, oh my gosh, okay. I did not know that. There's a little, look. I didn't see that in the picture. There's a little rhinestone like thing there. And they Velcro open. And again, if I had teeny tiny little feet and didn't need arch support, I could wear these. And for the record, I've always needed arch support, okay, people? I was born with crooked feet. I even have one club foot to this date. The one was cast and fixed, the other one was not. So yeah, I've always needed arch support. Having bad feet sucks. What I will tell you, buy good shoes and don't neglect your feet, because your health starts there and goes up. Okay, so we'll put those shoes aside and the journal pages, and on to the next. Okay, so here we have the next little thing that I got for this doll, to outfit her like my friend. And oh my goodness. Okay, so again, journal pages. And here's silica gel. Keep it nice and fresh. Look at this. They have a glasses case for them. What? Like, wow! My mind is blown here. Like, I've never in a million trillion years have I ever seen doll glasses with a glasses case. Oh God. And again, they just open like a dream. Really high quality hinges here. This is, again, like if you put a real prescription in here, you could, as someone with plastic frames, you could wear these. So these are the lovely little purple glasses. Oh, I forgot to tell you the name of the shoes, the silver thingies. They were these silver shine shoes. There you go, just in case you're wondering. So there's the little purple glasses. Oh my gosh, these are incredible. Wow, and there is a lens in there. Yeah, and they're just purple glasses. Wow, okay, so let's put those back in the case just because now I feel like I have to because they come with one. And moving on. So my friend Wendy and I, we were pen pals. But, I mean, we'd met in person and we'd done, you know, Facebook chat and all that stuff. But we had become pen pals as just a way to connect in a more personal way. We both, I mean, she was older and I'm old school, so so it was just really a fun thing to do. We both got tech burnout. Technology burnout happens when you just, you know, you just can't handle technology anymore. It's why I do all one camera shoots, by the way. You will, even though I am very capable of editing, you won't see me doing it because, while I have skills, I've spent years in the editing booth, I will not, at this stage in the game, have the spoons for it. It's too much work. My head gets too dizzy. I'm a head trauma patient survivor, so, yeah, concussions, you know, wear a helmet. Anyway, so it just, yeah, tech and it's a tool, I use it, I put it away. And otherwise, I'm very grounded in reality. I like slow making things, as my plushies, as you see there, the stuffies that I make. There are, you know, crochet, and I'm, you know, sitting there with cotton and yarn and all this and going through it. So it was a lovely thing to be able to do. And for the last few years here, having this pen pal, and it was just, you know, you get cards and letters, and we'd send each other little gifts. And it was just a lovely, beautiful, grounded way to stay in touch. And as an added bonus, I still have all the letters and all the things she sent me. So this is this way to remember her, to look back. Okay, so this is the perfect outfit. It's called For the Love of Letters, and I'll show you. And there again, journal pages, not going to go too much into those. So there's a little headband for the hair, of course, and this is a Valentine's Day outfit. There's this, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? It's a little letter with flowers and hearts. Just so cute. And a little frill. Don't mind me here. And there's, oh my gosh, there's even this little sweet detailing on the cuff of the arm. Okay, so that's both of them. They have that. That's lovely. Gosh, lovely feeling. It's got to be cotton. Doesn't say. They all do have on them, though, what part of the outfit they are on the inside. That's something I'd learned from Blaine's video. So, you know, sorry, Diz Blaine is what he goes by for his handle there. So this is so cute. Okay, it's going to be perfect. And then there's the little capri pants. And they have, pull them back, and the glare coming in through the window. Well, it's great for natural lighting for everything, is causing a little bit of a, okay, so these are a pink, and they have little flowers on them that are in a paler pink, and then they have little flowers that are also made out of little white hearts. So very cute. There we go. That's that for you. So we'll put that aside as well, and I'll get on to the doll. We'll have a look at her. Oh goodness, I'm just gonna pop off screen and pick her up out of the box. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Oh geez. Okay, so she is that heavy. I think it's also her box that's really heavy. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's the right one. Okay. Yeah. So here's the box. It's still got packaging here, like, because it's a display box, but like they don't scratch it, I guess. Like a phone. There's a little thingy here that has her name, which is Charlsea, and there we go. Let's put it the right way, you know, yeah. Just read it upside down. Like, you can do it. And that would be the little dog. Yeah, fun. Okay. And here's the doll herself. And the box. I mean, look at this box. Wow. Heavy duty cardboard magnetic closure. Putting her down. Now, she does retail for $125, so she's a little more than what I'm used to in an 18-inch doll because, like I said, I collect Newberries. I have 7 that I love, but you get a lot. And she does have eyes that close, so she goes to sleep when you lay her down. So as I just put the box down, that happened. Okay, so let's, yeah, good quality plastic. How do I get her out of here? Come on out, darling. Okay, there we go. So let's pull this part aside. And, okay. Oh, yes. Right. They each come with a journal, like an actual journal. for you. That's another big part of the expense here, because this is like faux leather, and again, magnetic. And then there's all her, wow, there's a lot of paper in here. There's all her story and everything like that. It's in English, French, and because we have 2 official languages, so it's great to see that represented. And then at the back, there's stuff for you to fill in, so you can say like where you take the doll for the if you'd like to do that. And then there's also just blank pages, so you can write more of the story. So that's actually a really sweet little detail. And again, it's that whole, you know, personally, if I had kids, I would get them one of these, because I think that that's a great idea, and we would do this. You know, we would fill out the journal, we would take the doll places, we would do the things with the doll so that the little one could fill this out. Now, did I see anywhere on that? Can I have that back, please? Naughty cat. There's boxes involved, so of course, you know, there will also be cat off screen. I don't see anywhere here. I'm just looking for an age group on this for you. Ah, there we go. Vinyl dolls, accessories, and journal are appropriate for children 6 and over. There you go. Again, my videos are for adults, but if you're a parent, you know, and you want to see what you're getting, this is a good thing. So that's what they recommend for your age groups on that. And the journal. Okay, putting that aside. And this, once you've got her out of the box, she's still got box to her. This is where the journal was. Slid in, it just slides on through. And then there's a lovely little Maplelea logo sticker holding it all together, which is really sweet too, actually. And it's not too bad. Unlike a Newberry where you've got 1,000 little tatchy-toos, you have just a couple of twist tie thingies, and yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna do this. And we'll get her out of here. Yeah. Okay. And apologies if my microphone is picking this up and making this loud. Ooh, I hope not. Probably is, though. Okay. And then the rest of them. Okay. Turn her back around. And I should... Victory. That actually, as far as doll unboxing goes, that wasn't that bad. Wow. Okay, let's get your sweet little self undone here. A few more of those. Throw that there. And then we have plastic on the hands, so we'll just snip that. Okay, and then this one here. Yeah. Okay. Wow, look at those boots. Jeez, those are wonderful. Okay, so... Wow, yeah, that is the right face. Now, these eyes are kind of a purplish blue, and, well, blue would have been a little more appropriate in my case. I'm not fussing over that, I already knew that. but just the face is just so, so perfect. Yeah, okay. Let's get her hair. They have her hair in plastic. So I'm just gonna cut that very carefully because I don't want to cut any of the hair, of course. So just a couple of quick little snips. Please don't cut any hair. Okay, it looks like I cut like 3 hair, but ooh, that's, ooh, jeez, okay. There. Alrighty. Wow. Okay. You are so beautiful. And you're just perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I would envision. Yeah. That's wow. Okay. So here she is. And seriously, that is just, yeah. The new catalog, by the way, the photos are better. Stock photos, definitely. But photography is always so hard to display, right? But this is lovely. And she has a very sweet face with a very serene smile. That's how I'd describe that. And I like the fact, too, that this mold has, you know, the eyes are further apart. A little more natural, or more common, I should say, because I have seen people who have eyes that are closer together. That happens in faces. It all really depends on how big your nose is. And as a person with a big nose, I like a little more space normally, so between the eyes. So this face is, but again, this was done as a memorial for me, for my friend. Yeah. And this is the face. This is what I would imagine. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't seen pictures of her as a girl, but this, when I think of her as a girl, this is what I would see. So that's lovely. But like I said too, this is definitely my style. I like to dress very colorful, very bright, and fun, whimsical, and cartoony. That's always been, other than that dreadful gray t-shirt phase that I went through as a teen. And my favorite color is pink. So, hello. Look at those boots. Oh my gosh. And I love rain boots. I have Raynaud's, so I get cold very easily. So I'm always, wow, those came off like amazing. Look at those. So cute. So I'm always wearing boots in the winter, or in the, like, if it's raining, I've got boots on, because otherwise my toes are cold. So voila, boot number 2. And then she has on these mismatched. I cannot say mismatched today. Huh. Holy tongue twisters, Batman. Anyway, see, her leggings are, yeah, actually, technically these are tights, not leggings, because they have the foot in them. So that makes these tights. If they were to here, they would be leggings, but they're not. But they're very heavy quality knit. Like, again, seriously, if I was this size, I could wear this outfit. And to be quite honest, I probably would. Okay. So her t-shirt, look at that, beautiful tie-dye. Okay, so I'm going to, and it's real denim, by the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, one of these things that I learned about these dolls is apparently their hands can come together so that they can hold something, which hers don't want to stay. Maybe that takes a little training. I don't know. Yeah, kind of that way, actually. But she's supposed to be able to hold that thumb. I don't know. Maybe it is like that. Anyway, so you can do that so they can hold something in their arms, like stuffies or something. Oh, hey, she did it. Yay! So yeah, maybe a little bit of training. She is just really brand new out of the box. But look at that. That's great. Hold your boot for people. Show off. No, doesn't want to. Okay, so before this gets crazy long, it probably already is. Pockets. real working pockets. I mean, is it sad when a doll gets more working pockets in their clothing than I do as an adult? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'm going to take off this outfit. I'm going to put her in the other outfit that I bought just quickly here, so that you can see it, because I think it's lovely, it's beautiful, and it needs to be shown. It's, like I said, it's also, whoa, careful about the Velcro, by the way. Ooh, there we go. Not too much of a fuzzing. This will stick to the tights, and yeah, not good. So there we go. If I was paying a little more attention, wouldn't have done that. Wouldn't have snagged. It didn't leave too much of a spot. See, just a little tiny, tiny little pull. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, but seriously, look at those. Those are amazing. Like, I'm pretty sure these are better than my tights. Okay. Little jeans. I'm not bitter, by the way. Little jean shorts. And there's no back pockets or anything. It does have a little elastic. And for the shirt. And whoa. Okay, so her head, that moves so easily. Wow. So great. Okay. Da-de-da. I said I was going to be fast about this, but then I got distracted. I'm very good at getting distracted. It's like a super skill. Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. Put that aside, put that aside. Let's put pants first. Wow, such good quality. Seriously. Honestly, looking at this, I'd be tempted, because sometimes you get dye transfer, because these are real garments. They're not fake, right? Like some of the other outfits you can get. So it's not like plastic things or whatever. This is real fabrics with real dyes on it. So if you're ever concerned about dye transfer, I would, my little battery just came on. I have no idea, by the way, if that is going to show on the actual screen. Ooh, I hope not. But anyway, if you're ever concerned about dye transfer, I would recommend washing the clothes, because you can do that, because it's real fabrics. Now, I would not throw any of this stuff in the dryer, because I do that with the real clothes. When I get real clothes, like doll clothes and their fabrics, I throw them in the washing machine. Cold water, of course, for everything, because you don't want the colors to run. But giving them a wash helps get out any of the fabric, any stray dye or anything like that. Also, any starch that might be left in them. Because just like human clothes, there's always a bit of a starchy feel to them. So, yeah, which is also why you know you're getting real fibers. It's like, wow. And so you can throw that in the washing machine. But again, not the dryer, just because, I mean, you know how stuff shrinks, right? Nowadays, like fibers shrink, and you do not want to risk shrinking your doll clothes. And let's see. Now for the shoes, where did I put the shoes? I put the shoes here, right? Is that the shoes? No, that's not the shoes. Is that the shoes? They're here somewhere. There's just quite a few boxes. If you go over 150 Canadian for in Canada, I think it said for in the States too, in Canadian dollars, everything's in Canadian dollars, then you can do this whole thing where you get free shipping. So, you know, that, I mean, not that shipping, they don't charge very much for shipping, but I still, you know, I had to do the free shipping, because, yeah, I already knew, like I said, from watching other videos, that this is just, the clothes were going to be phenomenal. Even just from looking at them in the catalog, it's seriously been tempted. They have the sweetest cat outfit I will be adding at some point, because I love it so much. And as you can tell by the fact that the cat has been disrupting this video, I do like cats. I like dogs too, though. I'm like not picky about my animals in the sense that I like animals, period. And it's just cat and dog are manageable, for me to have. There we go. Put the headband in. And where's your little glasses? Again, glasses case. Really awesome. So when she's not wearing them, I can put them in there so that they're safe. So, and actually, I need to talk about this hair for a minute. Can you see what we've got going on here? There's brown, there's copper, and there is blonde highlights. Just amazing. Just gorgeous. It is a rooted? No. This is a wigged hair. Okay, so it's a wigged hair. And there goes the dog again. Loki, you're fine. Apparently I'm not allowed to talk to myself. Okay. There we go. There she is. All done, all dressed up. Look at those little shoes. So cute. So I'm going to cut this to an end because I don't want the dog to bark anymore. So thanks for joining me, and have a great day.